Welcome to Topic 3 of HPGD 2203 Educational Management, focusing on educational planning. This presentation is prepared by Dr. Mumtaz Begum Binti Abdul Qadir for the Postgraduate Diploma in Teaching program at Open University Malaysia. By the end of this topic, you should be able to explain the concept of educational planning, elaborate on the three approaches of educational planning, describe the characteristics of a good educational plan, explain the dimensions of educational planning, and discuss the transitional and compound-based educational planning processes. Educational planning is a fundamental element in developing and promoting the education system. Quality education, which is flexible and well-organized, is the result of effective educational planning. The definition of educational planning includes the function of management. Educational planning encompasses various aspects: definition of planning, planning approach, reformation of teaching, view of contingency, and human resource development. This overview provides a comprehensive understanding of the meaning and nature of educational planning. Education consists of individuals with potential capabilities and a desire to achieve maximum educational outcomes. It involves situations that foster learning, socio-cultural structures that support education, and teachers and students with aligned goals to meet the needs of the country. Planning involves computing and deciding on activities to achieve educational objectives, systematically preparing activities, achieving various results or alternative paths, and future thinking to control decision-making and consolidate results. Comprehensive and compact planning should be related to the future, have fixed activities and objectives, be a systematic process, and produce measurable results. These elements ensure that planning is effective and aligned with the country's needs. Planning should serve as a guideline for implementation, avoid resource wastage, ensure quality assurance, and fulfill the accountability of the planning committee. These principles help in managing education efficiently and effectively. Educational planning involves preparing a set of plans for decision-making and future action, selecting relevant efforts to achieve objectives, and conducting the process consciously and logically. It is a continuous decision-making action process. Educational planning is a continuous process of making decisions and taking actions for the future. It involves considering objectives, effective strategies, and fulfilling the country's demands through appropriate methods and strategies. Educational planning involves preparing a series of actions identified in terms of objective strategy, accuracy, and national perception to achieve set objectives. It emphasizes continuous and observed input, output, and process methods. Elements included in educational planning are rational and systematic analyses, consideration of educational reforms, and adherence to principles of efficiency and effectiveness. These elements ensure that planning is aligned with national education objectives. Approaches to educational planning include technical planning versus political planning, top-down versus bottom-top planning, and planning for big changes versus maintaining a system. These approaches provide different perspectives on how to plan education effectively. Technical planning involves analyzing educational needs and quality, involving experts, and preparing data from lower levels. Political planning involves parties with interests in education, using education plans to achieve their objectives at various levels. Top-down planning starts at the superior level and flows down to subordinates, involving policymakers and considering national interests. Bottom-top planning starts from subordinates, addressing their needs and solving problems at the locality level. Planning for big changes aims at changing or improving the education system, such as altering the school curriculum. Maintaining the present system focuses on preserving the current education system to ensure the implementation of original educational objectives. Characteristics of educational planning include being a rational process, organized orderly, related to social aims, and having conceptual characteristics. It involves skills and actions by policymakers and considers all components related to education holistically. Educational planning is dynamic, adapting to situations to stay on course with planned objectives. It uses comprehensive scientific methods and considers comparison values and the value system in the community to facilitate decision making. Educational planning must understand human needs trends and forecast future possibilities. It covers purpose, current educational issues, future orientation, data and information, preparing alternatives, application models, and periodic assessment. Educational planning dimensions include significance, feasibility, and relevance. Significance measures the influence on social interests, feasibility assesses the use of techniques and budget, and relevance ensures appropriateness in implementation. Additional dimensions include definitiveness, using simulation techniques to minimize undesirable outcomes, and parsimony, ensuring plans are not overly complex. Adaptability allows plans to change based on reevaluated information and data. Time and monitoring are crucial dimensions. Time allocation is necessary for planning, implementation, and evaluation. Monitoring ensures periodic and continuous observation to keep planning on track and efficient. Subject matter dimensions include objective and aim, program and implementation, human resource, physical resource needs, budget, ruling, and social objectives. These elements build a comprehensive and united education system. The educational planning process involves defining the problem, research scope analysis, conceptualization, evaluation, planning identification, implementation, and implementation evaluation. Each step is crucial for effective educational planning. Problem definition involves listing problems, comparing reality and hope, and identifying essential parts. Research scope analysis ensures understanding of the selected scope, data collection, and processing methods. Planning identification involves identifying and reporting problems related to education. Implementation prepares and organizes educational programs. Implementation evaluation monitors, evaluates, and adapts planning to be dynamic and united.